2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Payday.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the five. Now, here's Lillard. Over George. Lillard misses.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Leonard the pass to George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Covington wide open. He fires. That's a two from Lillard. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Marcus Morris. And a wide open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Zubac. Outside, George. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. It's tipped. Covington finds Lillard. Leonard against McCollum. Back to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
George against McCollum. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Zubac the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now, here's Lillard. They double-team McCollum. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Lillard. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides you with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
Beverley against Lillard. And here's Leonard from 3. Hits it from three-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Lillard scanning the floor. Trailblazers keep it alive. McCollum passes to Jones. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Beverly. He's still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Morris for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum from deep 3-point land.
I think Patrick Beverly loves the challenge every night to shut down his man. Takes great pride on the defensive end.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland.
Humble beginnings. I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Good work there as it goes. Portland leading. Powell with it. And there's the pass to Simons. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now the Clippers moving it up. Outside for Batum. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Shots good by Anthony.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Ibaka. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kennard, the pass to Mann. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Clippers trail by 4. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Kennard against Powell. They get a hand on it. So it's Portland now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Simons. He dishes it to Cantor. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball. Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around. Just make sure you score.
Collins passes to Powell. 3-pointer. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And another turnover here by Portland.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Ibaka. Passes it to Kennard. Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The fadeaway. Collins grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. This is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Ibaka goes in, and Ibaka slams it in.
And with those smooth strides of his, Ibaka able to beat the defenders to the punch on that dribble drive.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. And contact on, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Powell for three, hands it from downtown. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson looking around. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Shots good by Anthony. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Oh, Morris in position. Leonard finds George, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And it's McCollum in the corner. Outside, Jones. Dishes it to Covington. Banked in off the glass. Covington's got his first bucket in this one. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Leonard. This one for 3. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones, no one around him. George against McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Morris looking over the floor. And the pass to Zubac. Left side, Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you've maybe won in a player. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
A 3 from Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lillard from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Back to Lillard. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. George dishes to Leonard. Launches a 3. Another miss by Leonard.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Back to Beverly. It's Morris atop the key. Takes a 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Oh, Covington in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Morris outside. Pass to George. Six to shoot. Back to Morris. He kicks it to Beverly. From the arc. Rebounded by McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nurkic finds Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Takes the 3. Kicks it out to Jones. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got Ibaka, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the 3. Cantor lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jackson against Powell. And the basket by Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
It's Powell on the wing. Fires from the corner. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. In the corner, Powell with it. A 3-ball. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the Clippers on the break. And Kennard finishes it off.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Pass to Canner. And he banks in the layup. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
This is a guy who plays with a high motor and who enjoys contact. Cantor feasting inside.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 6. Bobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Like the fact that the timing on that play was perfect for Collins to get up, collect it, and dunk it.
Passes it to Ibaka. Right side, Batum. Man passes to Batum. From deep. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Ibaka drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. The pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's Lillard missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. Nurkic finds Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
George passes to Beverly. Outside, George. Up top, Ibaka. George looking over the floor. Over McCollum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now. .102 left in the 4th quarter.
McCollum against Beverly. Back to Lillard. Jones the pass to Lillard. Yes!
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Pass to Beverly. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From past the arc. And here's Leonard from 3. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
20 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And so they foul intentionally. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Clearly a foul.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 5 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Misses the train.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score.
Thank you, David. Great. Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, that one's not going to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Passes to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And so it's Dallas with the Blazers getting the bucket. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Over in the corner, Lillard. From downtown. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Porzingis finds Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. Porzingis can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 3. Kicks it out to Lillard. Up top, Covington. The pass to McCollum. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Nurkic. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Fast break, Dallas. Cauley Stein against Nurkic. Here's Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Outside, Porzingis. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Jones slams it in.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. That one drops for him.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
It's McCollum on the wing. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And a deep three from Lillard. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range?
I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. Portland leading by 5. Here's Powell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Outside, Redick. Powell down low. Working on Collins. And Redick kicks to Brunson. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Trailblazers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Pass to Powell. The 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 7. Richardson with it. Now Anthony defending. Powell kicks to Redick. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Passes it to Powell. Down low. Collins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 7. Outside Collins. He kicks it to Powell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I can watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Brunson with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers leading by 9. Anthony in the corner. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a wide open look for McCollum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A three from McCollum hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. They double-team McCollum. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. They get it back. Outside, Jones. McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
It's Covington on the wing. That three off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. Portland out in front. They're up by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to...
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Trailblazers leading by 8.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of it, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff. You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. And Portland again with the bucket.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots. So when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Back to Doncic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
The three for Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Covington with the steal. And Jones now atop the key. Here's Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Dallas again missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
From the wing. That's short off the rim. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Down by 12. Doncic passes to Cauley Scott.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot off the mark. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Doncic outside. And good that time. Doncic has got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. From deep. Rebounded by Hardaway.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the pass to Anthony. Powell against Redick. Out to Anthony. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Back to Brunson. In the corner, Powell with it. Now Brunson. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic, Josh Richardson out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Brunson in at the point.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Richardson, that's a two-pointer. The offensive rebound. Back to Marjanovic. That's tipped. we go, one-on-one. Collins finds Canner. Here's Simons, covered by Reddick. Simons, the pass to Canner. And he overshot that one, missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Reddick with the bucket. Trailblazers leading by 6. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Powell, the pass to Canner. Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Richardson. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Anthony, right side. And that one clearly a foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Collins finds Powell. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple. Mavericks trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Simons, the pass to Powell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Portland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Lillard outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doncic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instinct.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. No good from Finney Smith. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Hardaway against McCollum. Over Hardaway. McCollum, no good. Knocked away. Now the Mavericks with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Nurkic. Portland again missing. Outside Hardaway. Out to Porzingis. Lets the three fly. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't.
Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at center. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Here's Lillard. Open jump shot off the mark.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Nobody near Nurkic. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Porter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Barton outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Barton against McCollum. Pass to Lillard. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Barton. The kick out to Porter. Jokic passes to Porter. Off target from three-point range. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. McCollum dishes to Jones. Kicks it out to Covington. There's the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Stretching the floor with his outside shot. Covington, a true marksman who doesn't lack confidence.
Now here's Barton. The pass to Porter. Doubled by McCollum. Back to Barton. 6 to shoot. Gordon. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got his second bucket.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
To the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Murray. And Denver again with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Covington against Barton. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Lillard with the bucket.
You got to play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Pass to Murray. Now here's Gordon. Back to Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Trailblazers trail by 4. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jones against Porter. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Passes it to McCollum. And that one drops.
Gotta respect the speed of McCullough. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Barton outside. Pass to Gordon. Misses off the left iron. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Gotta admire how he muscles it in regardless.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Nuggets on top, up 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Powell. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Kanter is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And here's Rivers. Shoots over Powell. Millsap finds Morris. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
The Nuggets trail and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris with the ball. Here's Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
He's off on the second. In the corner, Powell with it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Now here is McGee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Powell, no one around him. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 5. Millsap attacking. Up and in from the low block. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Powell against Rivers. Simons, the pass to Anthony. In the corner, Powell with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Anthony. Off target with his 3. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Dozier. Denver the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 3. Powell's got room. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now here's Rivers, and here's Morris for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Powell kicks to Anthony. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's the pass to Simons. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Morris shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Morris drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
McCollum against Barton. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. The shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. They grabbed their own miss. And no good that time. Portland leading by 5. And here's McCollum for 3. Portland no good that time either. 23 seconds left now here in the second. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Boy, they like to redo that pass. Bad way to lose a possession.
Here's Murray. Shoots over Lillard. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket for Murray.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the... That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 4. It's Porter outside. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Now Lillard. 5 points in the game. McCollum finds Covington. Back to McCollum. From 18 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
He's such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Porter looking it over. Murray dishes to Porter. Murray the pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Barton with it. Jones covering. Here's Porter. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
Here's Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. And it's Jokic missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's McCollum. And that one goes long. The Nuggets trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Jokic and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Finds himself wide open and drills it. McCollum's got 6 points.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Outside Porter from deep three-point range. And again, Denver no good.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Nurkic kicks to Jones. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now a 10-point Portland lead. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Lillard. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
McCollum finds Covington. Gordon against Lillard. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Trailing by 10. And it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
McCollum outside. Passes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Now McCollum. Back to Lillard. Nurkic with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Murray kicks to Barton. Pass to Gordon. Over Jones. And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers leading by 8. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Barton.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Jones in the post. Barton defending. Here's Nurkic. Portland no good that time either. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Collins. Also Ennis Cantor out there. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And there's the pass to Simons. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 6. Morris into the lane. He doesn't hit that one. Trailblazers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Stolen by Rivers. McGee with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Got to respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
Simons the pass to Pop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Here's Rivers to the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Morris.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Powell for 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Rivers. That one falls.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Here's McGee. Stolen by Collins. Powell against Rivers. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
It's all about anticipation. Collins has a good feel when to go after alley-oops.
Morris outside. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 6. Powell finds Canner. Anthony down low. Pass to Canner. Denver grabs the miss. Dozier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks so much, David. Back to Anthony from outside the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, quite unlikely. But we've seen crazy things happen.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. In the corner, Powell with it. To the paint, here's Collins. And finish off by Collins.
You must push Collins further away. When you don't, this is exactly what's going to happen.
Morris looking over the floor. From deep. Doesn't go for it. Now Portland takes it the other way, and they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Anthony kicks to Powell. Simons the pass to Collins. Now Powell, he's guarded by Rivers. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Canner. Up top, Powell. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now an 8-point Portland lead. So the Trailblazers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Now here's Lillard, pass to Nurkic. Good, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Outside Leonard. Over Jones. Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Beverley. Here's Leonard. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. Here's McCollum. Lillard with no one around. The three-pointer no good. On offense, here are the Clippers. Here's Leonard. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Covington passes to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And George kicks to Leonard. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And another 3 for Portland.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Now George fires from deep. Rebounded by Covington, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lillard against Beverly, and it's McCollum in the corner. Nurkic trying to get open, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 now.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in. And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Zubats. He kicks to Leonard. Puts it up from 15, and that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
1:49 left to play here in the first. Pass to McCollum. Lillard surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Nurkic can't hit, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 4. .131 left in the first quarter. Leonard inside, working on Jones. The fader. Leonard, no luck. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. McCollum against Beverly. McCollum dishes to Covington. That one wide left.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Count it.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
It's Covington on the wing. From deep. Portland again missing. And now the fast break. George with the ball. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Clippers trail by 4. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Leonard looking around. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Here's Lillard. He's got 5. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. No good from 11 feet. And a deep three from George. Oh, he nailed it.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress at the end of the period, you just throw it up and...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. And the dunk by Powell.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
The shot's good from Kennard.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside Anthony. Trying to find Kanter. Puts it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Kanter is a big-time target. Sometimes just throw it toward the rim. He'll take care of the rest.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The drive by Jackson. Ibaka against Kanter. Shots good by Ibaka. And the Clippers lead by 4.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The pass to Powell. Now Kanter, defended by Ibaka. Kanter, the pass to Anthony. Oh, good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
It's Powell on the wing. Portland again missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Passes it to Simons. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Carmelo Anthony.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Kennard. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Collins up top. Pass to Simons. Collins trying to break free. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first 2 points.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Jackson down low. 2 points. That one goes. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now the pass to Kanter. Anthony right side. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and Melo, one of the best to ever do it.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Collins. And yes, it's good.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Passes it to Kennard. Here's Batum. Another one falls for the Clippers.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we had. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8 points. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And he misses the fast break layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Anthony down low, defended by George. Anthony's shot is off, and that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Here's Morris, defended by Covington. McCollum against George. And the basket is good. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Leonard with the ball. He's got 8. They get it again. Zubac. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Jones slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to George. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Lillard against Beverly. Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Covington kicks to McCollum. Over George. Nurkic can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 7. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Lillard comes with the double team. Morris outside for the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's McCollum. It's the target from 18 feet. McCollum's got 7.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Leonard draws the double. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Oh, McCollum in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. The pass to Leonard. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's his first trip to the line.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Powell for 3. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Passes it to George. The tray. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Batum kicks to George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
In the corner, Powell with it. Buries it from 3-point range. Powell's got 5 now.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from 3-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
From deep 3-point range, and so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. Pass to Batum. Portland grabs the miss.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to send Norman Powell to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The free throw drops for Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Trailblazers trail by 7. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
Good on both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here's Jackson. Jackson is doubled. To the wing right side. Ibaka wide open. He finds. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. It's Powell on the wing. Zubac's defending. They get it back. Another shot. Collins. Cantor's shot is off. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Left side, Leonard over Jones. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the basket by McCollum.
A natural score. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
George double teamed. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And the Clippers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits at this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
And Covington stays with it.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. McCollum against George. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Damian Lillard.
I love scorers who want to see contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts. Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Lillard from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Zubac, and stolen by Lillard. And McCollum puts up a deep 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. 1:27 left in the 4th. Now Leonard. There's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's George. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. There's the 3. No good on the shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Morris passes to Leonard. That's good from Beverly.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point push, and what poise.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot, and Leonard has it in the corner. It's stolen by Jones.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Back to McCollum. From deep. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg. For depth. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sport. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Yeah, very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Lillard. Three-pointer. There's the steal. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Finney-Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic against Lillard, and they double up Doncic. A finish, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Now, CJ with great hands there, and that steal is going to lead right to that kind of transition.
Doncic against Lillard. Porzingis is doubled. Knocks it loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They get a hand on it, and so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Inside, and Jones slams it in.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Now, Doncic, 5 points in the game. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Marjanovic passes to Richardson. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Jones looking for an opening. Back to Lillard. Oh, Covington in position. Porzingis with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Pulls up. High post. Good. He hits the jump shot. Doncic has got 7.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
.152 left here in the opening quarter. Basket counts.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
It's McCollum on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 4-point game. And the basket by McCollum.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
We've got 1:18 left in the first. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. The high post shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And stolen by Richardson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 12.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
McCollum right side. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's the Mavericks on the break. 1 second left. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Redick in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Anthony in the corner. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Cauley-Stein finds Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Like the fact that the timing on that play was perfect for Collins to get up, collect it, and dunk it.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Redick. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Here's Redick. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
JJ works hard forcing the defense to be aggressive with him.
This is his first free throw of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They're great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Powell, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Outside Hardaway. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Wide open look. And Cancer pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Simons. Collins wide open. He fires. The Mavericks pull it in.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Outside, Redick. Brunson scanning the floor. Hardaway passes to Brunson. Outside, Redick. Here's Powell. Collins with some nice D. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Brunson the pass to Powell. And the wide open shot from Redick. Offensive rebound, Cauley Stein. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Cauley Stein's got his first basket.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. In the corner, it's Richardson. Stolen by McCollum. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Jones slams it in.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Lillard against Doncic. From deep three-point range, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard from outside. The shot that time, not on target. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks lead by 4. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Well, the shot starts with a good, strong base. That gives McCollum the foundation to hit shots well behind the arc.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Count that one.
Now, this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. The pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down low. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. And Jones sends it back. Outside Covington. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic outside. It's Richardson on the wing. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nice use by Richardson on the pick and roll. Whether he's passing or shooting, his decision-making in this one has been superb.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah. Kemba,
one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. The 3 for Doncic. But they get it back. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Over McCollum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. 1:33 left in the third. Jones dishes to McCollum. Goes back up. Takes it out to Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Marjanovic. Tries from 16. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lillard outside. There's the dish to Jones. McCollum outside. Lets the 3 fly. Again, McCollum missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Down low. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. And now it's only a 5-point Maverick lead. Doncic with it. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, locking down the middle. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Cantor's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Cauley Stein's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Dallas. And here is Powell. Pass to Simons. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Here's Powell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Dallas leading by 7. The pass to Powell. Anthony against Hardaway. Redick for 3, but they'll get another chance. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Bounce pass, Cauley Stein. The second chance effort, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard surveying the D. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Maverick shooting reasonably well, 45%. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
For 3, Covington. Lillard outside. Goes up on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Here's Doncic. Hits the target from 18 feet. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, so he's going to burn you.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Porzingis with fast break change. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. Here's McCollum. It goes straight through with the swish.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Doncic against Lillard. Richardson outside. And Jones over to help. Shot clock at 5. Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Jones, no one around him. Misses the 3. Mavericks leading by 7. Passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
What a luxury for a staff to have a guard who can do this. Lillard able to elevate quickly for the monster jam.
Lillard against Doncic. And the 3 off target. And the Trailblazers shooting well. They're at 45%. 3-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nurkic, the pass to Jones. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks ball. Here's Doncic. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And Doncic throws it down.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Covington with the bucket.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic outside. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the center position. Now here's Porter. All alone. Kept alive. Jokic on the follow.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Jones slams it in. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Porter with the steal. Passes it to Barton. Back to Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gordon finds Jokic. The shot misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's McCollum. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Gordon. And it's rebounded by Covington.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The baseline J. And the basket by McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Pass to Barton. Jokic high post. In the corner, Murray with it. Outside, Porter. From outside, off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Jones.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Back to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And Jones with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Let's go. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Lillard finds Jones. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now here's Gordon. For 3, Murray. Offensive rebound. And they get it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
You know, you got to keep your feet if you're the defense, because once Gordon gets you off balance, he just goes right into the contact.
Good on the second free throw.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now Barton, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. There's the triple. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And so it's Portland. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Rivers. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Rivers after the made shot from Robert Covington. Dozier can't get it to go.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
From the baseline. Kicks it out to McCollum. Jones from outside. That shot no good. And Denver the other way now. Here's Rivers, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
McCollum right side. Lets it go from deep. Millsap grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Dozier, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
McCollum outside. McGee against Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Denver passing it around. Dozier passes to McGee. Here's Dozier. Back to Morris. Millsap against Covington. A baseline J. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Rivers after the made shot from Robert Covington. Rivers passes to Dozier. Back to Rivers. A 3-ball. They get it back. Here's McGee. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Back to McCollum. Throws it up high. And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Rivers. McGee inside. Working on Jones.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
McCollum, no good.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Pass to McGee. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. For 3, Murray. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Anthony with the bucket.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And we finished one half of basketball. It's the Trailblazers up 11. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Portland was looking great right away. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. And their lead was 7 when they reached the end of the first quarter. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the small forward.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The Nuggets trail by 14. He kicks it to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. And the pass to Barton. Over McCollum, and Jones pulls it down.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Murray, following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 14, and it's in there. Barton's got his first 2 points.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. Pass to McCollum. From outside the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Murray, we know, can be streaky great. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Here's Jones. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Lillard misses. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gordon finds Murray. Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them, and that one's good by Porter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
1:57 left in the third. The Nuggets trail by 6. Tipped away. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Covington. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Covington's got 8.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
I love the fact there's no quitting. I mean, they know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
Here is Lillard after Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. McCollum dishes to Covington. From downtown, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Morris. Here is McGee. Fades back. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers leading by 10. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to McGee. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers lead by 10. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee. Rivers out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. Foul for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. That's tipped. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. Outside Millsap. Here's Rivers. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Rivers has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Denver. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop. And bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
Unloads from 13. Here's McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Powell, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. Dozier kicks to Morris. He dishes it to McGee. Morris passes to Rivers. Back to Morris. The feed to Millsap. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, so often we see this. Transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Collins with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Dozier. Doesn't go that time. Anthony with the defensive effort. Trailblazers leading by 12. Collins kicks to Cantor. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player down there. Bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Here's that was a strong dunk.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Portland.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for C.J. McCollum.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Both free throws good from Barton.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Lillard, right side. And he drops it in from the low post.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Murray with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
you